So coming to the back here, this is a view that we don't always get of the roof. You know, this is kind of the before. And right now, our electrician is working on the ground, making sure that everything's wired properly. He's gonna run the conduit to make sure that when it is time to connect all of these, that we're gonna make sure that we only use home runs, no splices with us, no junction boxes, you know, no unnecessary points of failure. We also make sure that our conduit fill is correct, that we have enough spacing off of the roof to eliminate any extra heat or any potential failures that come along with wiring a system. A lot of times when attention to detail is not made to this particular aspect of the install, you have arcs or faults or reasons to come back. And if solar is not accountable and reliable, it's a waste of time. Before we actually do any installation, we always make sure that the customer signs off on the layout. This is really, really important from an aesthetic standpoint and just to make sure that the customer is on the same page. So a lot of times we always look for the south roof first, given where we are, just to make sure that we get the best production. We also utilize east and west and sometimes north roofs. What works out great though are our flat roofs. Flat roofs point directly up at the sun. They typically get production all throughout the day. And as you can see here, we're gonna put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 panels on the flat roof right here. The rest of the array will go on the front and back of the house. And this way we're not inhibited by any shade. And we're making sure that we're putting the panels in the best place possible to get maximum production to make sure that we negate as much of this energy bill as possible. One other thing that we did on this actual flat roof, you can notice that it's a little bit shiny. Doesn't look like your typical flat roof. We noticed that with this, we may experience a little bit of ponding, and seeing that the flat roof you know, was existing, we wanted to make certain that if we're putting solar panels on here, that we coated it. This is something that we suggest with every flat roof, just to make sure that you know, there's not going to be any standing water that's going to penetrate through any of the seams or create any leaks. When you can put a siliconized rubber coating on here, you can ensure that if any water does sit, that it's not going to get inside of the home, create any leaks or any problems, or pool up to the fact where it's going to get into our wiring for the actual solar panels. We find that that's really, really paramount and important. And for all of our flat roofs, we always run them under the main roof so that there's no seams or any connection here at the transition.